साईं बाबा के जो भक्त हैं, चाहे यहाँ पर हो चाहे पूरा विश्व में हो, जितने स्थान से साईं बाबा के भक्त हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा संख्या के भक्त तेलुगु ही हैं। तेलुगु भाषी लोग बहुत संख्या में मंदिर बनाए हैं, चाहे तेलंगाना हो चाहे आंध्रा हो, भारत के भीतर। पर विदेश में जितने मंदिर बने हैं, सर्वाधिक संख्या तेलुगु लोग ही बनाए हैं। मुझे यहाँ आने के लिए श्री रघुनाथ रेड्डी गारू, उनके सारे मित्र, उनकी पत्नी प्रसन्न बैठे हैं, मुझे बताया कि यहाँ पर आने के लिए, और मुझे प्रेरित किया और साथ लेके आए हैं, इसलिए मैं उनको धन्यवाद दे रहा हूँ। यहाँ पर मुझे बताया गया कि शिरडी साईं बाबा के कई ट्रस्ट सम्मिलित रूप से साईं सचरित्र पारायण किए हैं, दूर दूर से आकर। साईं भक्त कहीं भी हो, मेरा ये अनुभव है, साईं भक्त कहीं भी हो, जब भी कहीं पर मिलते हैं, एक प्रकार के मधुर भाव सृष्टि होता है। अगर मधुरता नहीं है, आपसी मधुरता नहीं है, तो साईं बाबा वहाँ नहीं है। जहाँ पर आपसी मधुरता नहीं है भक्तों के बीच, वहाँ साईं बाबा नहीं है। साईं बाबा माने मधुरता। वातावरण शिरडी में बाबा के टाइम में कभी कभी कठिन रहता था, पर ज़्यादातर मधुर रहता था। बाबा जितने दिन शिरडी में रहे, बाबा जब शिरडी में थे, वहाँ का वातावरण बहुत मधुर था। और बाबा प्रत्येक फैमिली के, बुढ़ा हो, बच्चा हो, नारी हो, सबके जीवन के हर पहलू में, प्रत्येक गांववासी, बाहर लोगों के, प्रत्येक सदस्य के जीवन के हर पहलू में एक परिवार के सदस्य की तरह घुले मिले थे, घुल मिल गए थे। शिरडी साईं बाबा cared for the families and took care of the families at Shirdi. Shirdi Baba took care of all members of the family for all the time he lived there, both in their temporal matters and spiritual matters both. Temporal and spiritual matters both. You understand what is temporal? Prasanna is a very big IT man with his own company and huge temple at Hosur. He was in the United States for a number of years. Out of love for Baba, he has created his own temple, huge temple at Hosur. Very well educated and very huge company, having branches in the United States. They say, or scriptures say, the Sadgurus are perfect masters. Therefore, they are perfect human beings. They act like perfect teacher, perfect father, perfect friend, and perfect brother and sister. All the roles. Their biggest role is not proof that they are superior to their people and a God man. They don't prove that. That's not their intention. They are like the mothers in a house, tolerating everything, yet helping the children. Therefore, in Maharashtra, Sai Baba, he is known as Sai Baba and Sai Mauli. Sai Baba means Sai Baba, Sai Mauli means Sai the mother. Because the children are grown by the mothers lovingly and painfully, and that is why they grow. That is why God's first manifestation of kindness is mothers. You must have read in Sai Satcharitra. It is not Sai Satcharitra, it is Sai Satcharita. There is no TRA. It is not Sai Satcharitra, it is Sai Satcharita. Sai Satcharitra means his conduct. Charita means his history of life. We are reading the history of life of Baba and not the character analysis. You must have seen there is Saptahik Parayan weekly reading of some chapters in that book. So, there is a prescription for doing weekly Parayan in Sri Sai Satcharita. All that you have to do while reading is understand the magnificent qualities of the masters that we have to follow in our small little way. A good disciple, when reading, will first pick up the Upadesha or the advices given by the Guru. When you read Sai Satcharita, please find out what is the Upadesh or direction he is giving. Baba's Upadesh, I'll state in 5 points. I don't want to speak long, just 5 points of the totality of his Upadesh. Kindness is superior to greatness of an individual in the world. Kindness of an individual is a superior quality than the greatness of a man for himself. There are many people who are very big in their life, they used to come. But a small man like Maha, a cook, he loved because of the kindness in that man. There are magistrates, Jamindars, Rajas, moneyed people, all came. But who are important? School teacher Shama of a lower primary school, head constable Dasganu. These people who worked with him and were helping others for cause were more important than the so-called big people. The second principle of Baba, he accepted bhava more than vastu. Acceptance of your emotion towards him, then the value of the material you presented. Therefore, if somebody came, a queen with gold coins, that was distributed, and a lady comes with a dry roti and an onion, that was taken with love. Therefore, if you are poor and somebody rich, don't feel bad that your devotion is less or Baba's acceptance for you is less. Therefore, what you offer to Baba, you should not waste much money and don't compete with that man like you will give the best in home to your father, grandfather, whatever you have. Offer him whatever little you have. Don't borrow, don't go by ego, don't show off. He is a personalized God. Spiritualism is a personal affair of heart. Therefore, as was done in Shirdi and is being done in some places today, take him as a member of your family, an elder member who protects. The next important thing of Shirdi Sai Baba is control your mind. He used to ask Dikshit coming from Dikshit Vada or somebody coming from Vada, what were they talking there? He knew what people used to talk anywhere and used to ask question what they used to talk. Then comes the next principle, is that he protected his devotees at the time of dangers by the use of his yogic power, which you called miracles. The Shirdi Sai temples, I always say, in worship of Baba, even in temples, it is not limited to caste. It is not limited to caste. Man of any caste can worship in a temple of Baba. Even women can worship. Any devotee, man or woman, can directly worship. Nobody can stop them. So, in my temples, the first Thursday, the palki will be taken only by women. Okay. I am saying, not from my side, what was happening in Shirdi and what you have read in Satcharitra when you have Racharita book. I am not saying of my own, but I am only saying what was happening in Shirdi, these things were happening. The next attribute of Shirdi Sai Baba is do conscious effort to improve spiritually. The fifth major aspect of Sai Baba is his future assurances. His 11 sayings, 11 Vachanam, that after he leaves his body, he will be ever active from the grave and shall protect and sustain his devotees wherever they are, at whatever distance. Somebody says, appearing with a cloth like Baba, that is Baba. He is not Baba, not possible. Just don't give your money. Don't believe somebody says some honey is coming or something is coming from the wall or photo. That is a fraud. Don't believe that. Your love to Baba is pure. You don't have to care for these. A good disciple will see that nobody plays a fraud on his master, Guru. That is your duty. And don't tell this blind faith to your children that this is happening, that is happening, that fellow came, took out idli multiplied 1 into 10, and uttapam becomes something else, and pasaratu becomes like a dahi vada. All this don't happen. Your devotion, the power of your devotion to Baba is any day much more powerful than the show of power of the people who put on gerua and yogis in the street sometimes. Your own power of love, believe in that. You don't put the middleman in the street going on. Beggar turned into a sadhu, don't go by that. Baba is good for you, you are good for him, do sajda, love him. That's the end of it. You can't give respect to a right person or a correct person if you are respecting a fraud person. Similarly, you have to separate. That is why the good people in society or even the sadhu types, they don't find respect because frauds know the marketing management. Any situation person meets you like that, take the name of Baba and leave that place, no harm will come to you. Any person trying to influence you that way, just say namaste, go away, there will be no harm. Don't be afraid of this Avishap and Ashribad, all that stuff. Only Baba can give that Ashribad, nobody else. If you stick on to Baba in your simple way, let anybody give a Avishap, nothing will happen. I have gone so many Avishap in my life because of my ways, nothing has happened, I am before you. Your love generates Ashribad automatically because they are so kind that the moment Ashribad automatically generates in their heart, which is called kindness or kripa. That is what it is. That is what Shirdi Sai Baba is. Today, it is the biggest movement of any group in the world. The number of devotees coming, the average people going to Shirdi, number of temples coming, books and magazines. This is the most fast expanding exponential growth as on today. Never limited his love to humanism. Only human beings should survive. No. Animals should survive. The plants must survive. They must be grown to protect environment as well. So, if the dog was bitten, horse was bitten, he protected. And he planted plants there and protected the trees also. Today we see the environmental problem without them take care. Therefore, he practiced and propagated love to all living forms, all life forms, human beings, animals, birds or plants. Because we live with them, we are interdependent with them. There is a difference between Guru Puja and Devata Puja. I have written all this in that Guru Bhagavad. Devatas or devatis have to be worshipped with certain rituals, prescribed rituals, and they must be perfected. If you are doing Shakti Puja, Tantra Puja, or many types of pujas, if you don't do it properly, with the methodology and material and the time period, there may be a negative effect on you. But in the puja of your Guru, Sadguru, it is Bhava Puja. It is immaterial what mistakes you do. If your Bhava is okay, you see in Srila what was happening. You see the case of Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Ramana Maharshi, you see Tukarama, I bet you see all of them put together. The same approach, Bhava Puja. Keep the Bhava Puja and flow automatically what you have to do. You don't have to do all this tough puja and ritualistic puja, the type you do in other cases. 1 or 2 points that devotees usually think. Let me clarify. Some devotees think Baba is angry. I've seen devotees. He used to come in dream, not coming. I used to read Sai Satchitra so sincerely, not able to read. I could go to Shirdi thrice a year, I am not able to go. All these questions come. That is because something is wrong with me or he is angry. This is one thought. If anybody has real anger in him, he can't be a Sadguru. Because to become a Sadguru, the ego that creates anger must have been effaced. They can't have anger. They may react in a certain manner, shows like anger, but that is love to protect. They cannot have anger. The very fact of anger cannot be in a Paramahansa stage, real ones. I don't say Paramahansas and the Kumbh, many of them are not. I'm saying the real ones, if you take the example. They cannot have that ego. They don't have that ego. So be rest assured. That is why don't run here and there for a middleman to please Baba. You are good enough to please Baba with your love and little sacrifice, little puja, little amount of tear. The last one I have to say, read Sai Satchitra. Baba said, when a problem comes, don't break down. We get so many problems with children, husband, disease, money, job, anything. Don't break down when a problem comes, my devotees. Think of me and wait to see what comes next. Vichalit na hokar, aage kya aa raha hai dekho. That's all. I think this is the first time. I must have given lectures all over the world 1,000 times. First time I am bringing out the basic principles of Baba based on Sai Satcharita. Point wise, this is the first time I am telling. And here, this recording will go all over, I know, outside. But if you keep this recording, and in case of trouble, listen to this or get this script done and take the assurance. I have seen all people been in this path for long, that what I am telling you is based on experience only. Thank you very much for listening to me. I can go on speaking on Sai for 24/7. But I have to go, I have to catch a flight to Hyderabad, go to Bhubaneswar, reach at 6 o'clock, go 4.5 hours by road, and I have a lot of program. I am happy that I could talk about my Guru, Shirdi Sai Baba, before you, and there are people who can receive what I am saying so patiently.